and welcome back to another plan with me, or welcome if you haven't watched one of these before. For this week I'm using, I think it's called Celebrate by Meow, and it's, well, for me, sorry, my chair's a bit squeaky. For me, it was what I wanted to use for my birthday week. So this is the week of the 31st of January through to the 6th of February, and my birthday's on the 5th. So I wanted to use a sort of birthday / celebrate style kit for this week. It is so pink. Don't get me wrong, I like pink. But my goodness, it is like pink exploded on the page. So I don't know that I lean that much into pink that I want all different shades of pink all over the page the whole week. But I didn't think that through when I bought the kit. I just thought the artwork was super pretty. A couple of the shades of pink I love, a couple of the shades of pink I don't love, but when I saw the kit it was just perfect for this week. So I am glad I used it. It's just, oh my goodness, it's like pink just threw up all over the spread. So pre-warning, if you don't love pink, you're not going to like this one. Again, in the way that I always do, the date covers are pretty unremarkable. I just put the bow dividers from the Giving Girl just along the top, just to give them a little bit of kind of a wrapped present look. I think that's what I was going for at the time. And I like how they came out. It's cute and dainty and kind of a subtle touch on top of the date covers. And then in the sidebar, I couldn't decide what box to get rid of, so I used them all. So I used the really cute box of the woman carrying the present in the bit where I'd usually put a checklist. And then I used the habit trackers. I don't love the bit of deco, you'll see in a minute, but I don't love the bit of deco I did in between the habit trackers. I don't know what else I would have done there, but it just looks a bit random. Doesn't really look very cohesive. And then I used the Let's Celebrate box as the main full box for the week. Once again, as you'll see happen a lot, thank you to Rachel of Gathered Plans, I've used a Polaroid from Meow and a massive floral from the deco sheet to mark the month. So you'll see all of that in a minute. And I like my sidebar. The only thing I would change, like I said, is the deco. But I don't know why I placed it like that. I think I thought it would look kind of, I don't know what I thought it would look like, but it didn't look how I had in my head anyway, so it didn't work, but hey ho. So this week was a pretty busy week, just in terms of stuff that was going on at work, and obviously, as you will have heard me talk about her a lot if you're not new here, with Wendy as well, my puppy. It's been intense. So on this, it is getting better. If you're sick of me complaining about it, it is getting better. She is lovely. She is sweet. She is getting into more of a routine, but my goodness, has it been so much more emotional than I expected. I've just cried so much. So yeah, for this week, we were trying to crack night times. So I had moved downstairs to sleep. Oh, sorry, my computer mouse is making a noise there. So I had moved downstairs to sleep on the sofa, and I was setting myself, I think, 3 alarms for the first couple of nights. She was only going to the toilet 1 out of those 3 times that I took her outside. So I cut that down to 2, and then again cut that down to 1. And then the one night that I'd cut it down to 1, she didn't even go for a wee when I took her out. So I thought, you know what, I spoke to the dog trainer and I thought, you know what, I think we're there now. So I think I saw the dog trainer on the Wednesday. I'm just trying to see, when did I see her? Oh no, I saw her on the Thursday. And then she said, give it 1 more night downstairs, see if she cries, and then stop doing that. So I only slept downstairs for about a week and a half. And now she sleeps through the night, which is brilliant because I function so much better and can have so much more patience when I've had a full night of uninterrupted sleep. So that was quite a big thing or quite big theme across this week, because I was just tired. I was so exhausted from trying to do that, but it was worth it, and I am glad that I did it. So again, sorry, just going into what I'm actually doing on the screen now. So I was laying down the full boxes, and again, as I like to do, I've just used that single line divider from Sadie's Stickers. Highly recommend those. I use them all of the time. They just had a very nice, subtle, clean touch of foil. I don't like using headers on top of my boxes unless it's a very special set of headers, which I, can't not use. But I don't usually use them, so that's just nice to kind of cap the boxes off a bit. As always, you'll see throughout the week I have used all 4 scallop circles, because I cannot get enough of those in every single kit, or in every single Miss and Meow kit, sorry. And I've also pulled in a few times the Panda Bird Designs and Gather Plans release. I've used the I can't think what they're called now, but it's like a layered scallop sticker. You'll see it, they sort of look like half doilies. They're very pretty, and this is, I think, the first week that I'd actually used them. I just wanted to break up the pink a bit. It was so much pink, so I just wanted there to be a little bit of white on the page. So you'll see what I'm doing now just to mark my birthday. Even though I just put happy birthday rather than my birthday, that's fine. But I used one of the white Polaroids. This, I think, actually came with the kit as like a freebie, I think. Either that or I must have added it as an add-on, I can't remember. As did the one that I've used for the month in the corner. I love them. I do use them quite a lot, actually, those Polaroids, but these ones were sort of decorated in a celebratory style. So going into the actual plans and not just my sleep schedule, my sister found out this day that she had COVID. She had had no symptoms, and through the whole week of testing positive, she had no symptoms. She had a bad cough the Friday before she tested positive, but she was testing negative the whole weekend. So she was really sad. She was desperate to go to school. She was really sad that she couldn't go to school. She has gone back to school today, I believe, as I'm recording this voiceover. Actually, no, I think it was yesterday. But anyway, so she was out of school for the whole week, and she was absolutely devastated. Then I visited the office today. We had our first meeting. So me and this other lady do the same job, and she only joined a couple of months ago, and we've finally been given our own sort of manager as such. So we had our first meeting as a group of 3, and just sort of sat down and went through everything as a group, kind of what's going to happen moving forward and all that. And this was the catalyst for a really awful week for me, unfortunately. I was sort of hit by surprise a bit how much my job was about to change, and it was moving towards a job that I didn't want to do. So I'm having to kind of make some tough decisions at the moment at kind of what I want to do moving forward, whether I want to stay in the role for a little bit longer and just play it by ear, or whether I just want to call it a day and not take the risk that it's going to continue to change. But that's yet to be determined. But that meeting was kind of the catalyst for me going a little bit haywire on, oh my goodness, have a meltdown, what am I going to do for the rest of my life? What career path do I want to follow? So that's what I'm trying to go through in my head at the moment. Then we started watching this program on Netflix called All of Us Are Dead, and I think you'll see that listed throughout the week. Maybe it's not this week, maybe it was the week before, I can't remember. Very slow moving, but relatively interesting. Then on Tuesday, Wendy went and spent the evening with one of my really good friends. She absolutely loves her, and Wendy absolutely loves my friend, so that worked out really nicely. And in that time, we were able to clean the house. I had a really nice bath. And then we started watching Ozark, and oh my goodness, if I could ever recommend something incredibly highly, if you like kind of intense thriller, it's kind of a crime. It's about money laundering, but it's so gripping. So we've watched that, I think, every day since then, and we've absolutely blitzed season 1. We've just started season 2, and it is so good. Then, as always, I had counselling on Wednesday. We went on a long walk after that and just kind of cleared my head. And then the next day I was in the office again. I had someone come to the house and do dog training with me in the house. And that was really, really good to kind of see the different things that she did with Wendy that I could kind of carry on, because I was really struggling to know if I was doing the right thing and how long I should be doing certain things for. So that was really encouraging. And then on Friday, I sort of went into overdrive of researching jobs and careers in the afternoon. I had, honestly, this whole week my head has been all over the place. It's quite stressful to be 28 years old and not know what career path you want to follow. I didn't expect to be in that position when I finished my degree 6 years ago. So yeah, it's been a minute. So I spent most of Friday looking at what on earth I want to do. And then I've written there that I was back in bed at long last. Then on Saturday, I had a lovely birthday. I went for a walk with my good friend who Wendy stayed with on the Tuesday, and her friend and the 2 dogs that she has. And we had such a ball. That was the longest walk Wendy's done so far, and she loved it. Then I had another bath. My hubby went out to play a poker game with some friends. So he bought me a takeaway for my birthday, which was really sweet. Then on Sunday, I just met one of my friends to introduce Wendy to another puppy. My mum then tested positive for COVID, which was a shame. She's been positive all week and she's been really unwell with it, actually. And then yet again, we just binged some Ozark. So that's been this week. Thank you so much for joining me. It was a really, really busy week, as I say. And I will see you in the next one.